Hello, my lovely students of Shakespeare, and welcome to Macbeth. I'm Miss Optug, and today I'm going to take you through Act 2, Scene 3 of this tragic play. The scene opens out the front of Macbeth's house. A porter is waiting there. Someone is knocking at the gate.
Who is knocking at this ungodly hour? Maybe it's the devil coming home, or maybe it's a lawyer seeking his final judgment, or maybe it's a Scottish traitor coming forth to face divine judgment. Ha! I would go through all of the professions that deserve to go to hell, but who can be bothered?
The knocking continues. The porter stops talking and lets Macduff and Lennox in.
Good morning, good sir. Good morning, Macduff.
Macbeth enters, looking well rested.
Macduff, how good to see you. Macbeth, is the king awake yet? He asked me to come and get him first thing this morning. He wanted to be on the road before lunch. I haven't seen him yet. Maybe you should go and wake him. Fantastic idea.
Macduff leaves to go and wake the king.
Did anything weird happen here last night? It was an odd night, but nothing overly worrisome. We were at Fife last night. The wind was so intense, it nearly blew the watchtower down, and the birds that normally only come out in the daytime were out in droves. They kept us awake all night. It was really windy here, but nothing like that. How weird.
Macduff comes running back into our scene. He looks terrified.
Oh, horror, horror, horror! I cannot speak the words. What's the matter? My God, the king! I cannot. Go and see for yourselves. What has happened to the king? I cannot. Go and see for yourselves.
Macbeth and Lennox both leave, going to see the king. Macduff has the guards ring the bell to wake everyone up. Lady Macbeth comes running in.
What on earth is going on? My lady, I cannot say. It is too tragic for your delicate ears to hear.
Banquo comes running out next.
What on earth is going on? Banquo, it's the king! Duncan has been murdered!
Macbeth and Lennox re-enter. Ross is with them. Malcolm and Donalbain come running out after them.
What on earth is going on? Your royal father is murdered. What? By whom? By his guards. We found them with their daggers, blood everywhere. Their faces, their pillows, literally everywhere. They woke and pretended not to know where they were. And yet I have no regrets in killing them. Why on earth did you do that? I am so sorry that I could not control my temper. But you try being in control of your emotions all of the time. I had just seen the body of my most beloved king, dead in his own bed, and we all knew that it was his guards that had killed him. I could not just stand there and let them spread lies about what had happened. If I had just let them live, they would never have told us the truth. Oh my! Somebody help her!
Lady Macbeth faints. Meanwhile, Malcolm and Donalbain have their own conversation.
We should say something. Everyone else is showing the anger that we should be showing. What is there to say? We should leave, now, before our emotions have set in properly.
Macbeth and Macduff bring the attention back to themselves.
Once we have all dealt with how we're feeling, we should decide what to do next. Yes, everyone go and spend some time alone, doing what it is you need to do. Once you have recovered, meet in the dining hall so we can prepare.
Everyone except Malcolm and Donalbain leave.
But seriously, we should leave. People here smile, but I can see the malice in their eyes. Good idea. I'll go to Ireland. I have friends there. Sounds good. I'll go to England. See if I can get some help from our good friend, the King of England.
The boys flee. Our scene opens with the porter. He is busy pretending to welcome a random assortment of people into hell. He is unaware of the murderous deeds that have taken place in the castle overnight. The design of this character is to add humour to the scene, given that Duncan has just been killed. Macduff and Lennox arrive. The king had asked Macduff to come and get him in the morning so that they could continue on with their journey. However, Macbeth suggested that Macduff go and wake the king, which he happily does. This is important because Macbeth needs someone other than himself to find King Duncan's body, which is exactly what happens. Macduff finds Duncan's dead body and comes out to tell the others. Only he finds himself unable to speak. Macduff sends the others to go and look for themselves and has them ring the bell to wake everyone up. The king has just been killed, so it is important that everyone is rounded up to hear the news. But the bell brings Lady Macbeth into our scene. She asks Macduff what is going on, and he refuses to tell her because she is a woman. Luckily, Banquo comes running out next, and Macduff just blurts it out. Everyone else comes running back in, and they reveal that not only is the king dead, but it was his guards that killed him. Everyone thinks it would be a good idea to question the guards. Only Macbeth has already killed them. This is a really interesting move on Macbeth's part. He knew that the guards would wake up, realise what had happened, and announce to everyone that they were not responsible for the death of the king. In killing the guards, he is getting rid of the only ones who could possibly point the finger at either Lady Macbeth or himself. And while everyone tries to figure out what to do next, Malcolm and Donalbain huddle together and decide to plan their escape. In the original text, Malcolm says, "There are daggers in men's smiles." What he means by this is that while everyone is smiling at them, showing them comfort and respect, there appears to be a darkness underneath that makes them feel like someone is out to get them. So Malcolm and Donalbain decide that they should leave. If they go their own ways, leave the palace where their father had just been murdered, they would be more likely to survive. And we'll see how everyone reacts to this in Act 2, Scene 4.